In last week's video, in the brisket board, there was a big crack, or several cracks actually, and we used bow ties to stabilize those, hold them where they don't get worse, split, and then we filled it with epoxy. I'm going to use that same technique. I'm going to show you how to do bow ties. It can also be done as a patch or an inlay. Technique will work the same either way. All I use is a router, a couple of bushings, and a 1/16 inch router bit. So let's get into it. So what are we trying to fix? This technique, we could do a bow tie and we would go across this wood. We can do a patch of a square. We could do a bow tie over top of it. Really, any shape will work. And what you want to do is create a pattern. And this pattern could be any shape. In this case, it's a bow tie shape. It could be square. It could be a rectangle. It could be a cloud. It could be any shape you want. You just have to create the space in a template. And what we'll do is we will take that template over top of what we want to route and cover. If we were going to do it as a traditional bow tie to hold it together, we would put that point in line with the crack. We would clamp it down and we would route out this space. We use this exact same template to create the piece that goes in there. And all we do is we change the bushing. So all I have here, all I'm going to need for this is a template. In this case, I have a bow tie shape. Again, that could be any shape you wanted to create out of some 3/4. In my case, that gives you plenty of room for that bushing to ride around without falling in or touching the bottom. I have a 5/8 inch router bushing, a 3/8 inch router bushing, and a 1/16 router bit. There are sites all over, all online about how to calculate that. But if you use a 5/8, a 3/8, and a 1/16 inch bit, it will definitely work for you because that's what I use. I'm going to use the bow tie shape that I already have built, and I'm going to basically center that bow tie over top of the crack. We use the 5/8 inch bushing to create the negative into the piece, and then we'll use the 3/8 inch bushing with the same template to create the piece that will go in. So next up, I'm going to get the router set up, and we'll go ahead and get this negative space created. So next up, I just take my template, kind of figure out where on there I want it to be. I flip that over, and this technique has really been a game changer for me. A little bit of painter's tape. We marked on the piece here where that needed to line up to. So again, just a small piece of painter's tape. A lot of times cutting these inlays like this with this router technique can be kind of hard for clamping. But once you have this, we're going to take a little of that CA glue, a few dabs. Take the template side, hit the activator right on the tape, and bring it back in there. So I'm going to turn this, and what we want to do is we want to take that router bit down until it touches the surface, and you have this gauge on the router. And what we want to do is we're going to set that at the highest, and then we can click, when we turn this, that's 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch. And so we'll turn that back to the 1/4, and when we sync to that, we'll get 1/4 inch depth on our piece. So with that, I'm going to try to turn here where you can hopefully see. And now we're going to take this out. So here we go. So we'll do the exact same process with our tape. We're going to make some marks. We're on the edge here. We'll make a couple marks there, just so we know where the tape goes. Next up, we'll cut the patch that will go into the spot we just created. The one thing we do have to do here is we do have to change that router bushing. So obviously, first thing we do, take battery out. And maybe the hardest part of this whole thing is getting that bushing back out. And again, we're going from the 5/8 to cut the opening to the 3/8 to cut the patch. So there we go. Same router bit. None of that changes. Battery back in. So now I've got the 3/8 inch bushing in. Still got the 16th inch router bit. So what we're going to have to do, what we're going to do is we're going to ride this bushing around the edge only, and we'll make those 2 or 3 depth adjustments, and then we can cut that piece that we make out on the bandsaw. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get into this cut. Again, just like before, I'm going to measure down to the surface, lock that down, and then I'm going to twist this a couple times. First time, here we go. And there you can see the insert piece. So now we'll just take our template off. And then we'll go to the bandsaw. We're going to cut that out. So I'll meet you at the bandsaw. So over at the bandsaw, went ahead and just cut these two in. I'm sorry, at the miter saw, went ahead and cut those 2 ends off. That'll help us get this depth set. We want to be right on the back of it. Get our push sticks, and we'll go ahead and cut through and cut that bow tie right out of there. And there's our bow tie. So now we're ready to just glue that in. So there's our bow tie that we cut. Just take a little sandpaper, and just kind of knock the edge off of the bottom. It's going to help it to just slide in a little easier. And make sure we get our fit to match. So we can put a little glue in. And what we want to do on this glue is we want to make sure we get around the edges, of course, in the bottom. We want to make sure that we get all of that edge surface with glue. The one thing you may have to do also is take a little bit off of the corners. And it should pretty much slide right in. Let's take our trusty mallet and tap that in. There you go. So next up, we'll let that glue dry. We'll be ready to just sand that down and start to get ready to see what we can do with this piece once we've got that patch done. So now we're just going to sand it down smooth and see how that patch turned out. So you see here we have just a little bit of a gap, and I'm going to show you a little quick fix from that. Take a little bit of your wood glue through there on any of those spots. And off of my bandsaw, I keep walnut dust just for this purpose. Sprinkle right over top of. And then we're just going to work that in. We'll let that dry, and then we'll sand it down smooth. So there's our patch. I think it turned out pretty good. So now I'm going to turn over. I'm going to speed through. We're going to do this other side, and then we'll figure out something to do with this board. So I think that now that we've got this cleaned up, put some finished sand, maybe around the edges, put a hole, make a little nice little board out of it. So we'll get into this sanding. So there you go. That's how I do bow ties with a router. A couple of bushings, nice 16th inch router bit, a little bit of time, a template. That template can be any shape you want. And quite frankly, you can use this as a way to hold cracks together, to make patterns and do patches. You can even do the recess part and fill it with epoxy if you had a pattern you wanted to make epoxy in. So get in the shop, give this technique a try, ask any questions if you got them, and I'll see you next time.